Hey everyone, welcome to BuzzFam channel. My name is Jalen and I love to cook and make videos about food. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy watching these types of videos. We are a family of 5 that live in South Texas. We have 3 kids and they're quite young, so a lot of the recipes that I make, we have a lot of leftovers because the kids don't eat too much, but usually my recipes feed a family of 5. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the recipe that I'm making for today. Today I am making a cauliflower and ham macaroni and cheese. I think this is really a great recipe for families. Kids love this, and it's kind of a sneaky way to get some vegetables into mac and cheese. I think a lot of kids love ham as well. So I really think it's a great recipe for families, but it's also delicious just to eat, for adults to eat too. It's kind of versatile, so you can change this up really however, whatever you like. You could maybe do peas instead of cauliflower, or whatever vegetable you like. Cauliflower works great. I got the chopped cauliflower from Walmart. I was going to buy just the big head of cauliflower, but it was only 10 cents more than just buying a pre-chopped bag that you can steam in the microwave. You'll need macaroni and cheese, or elbow macaroni, milk, that is whole milk, that is diced ham. You'll need some cheese. Really, whatever cheese that you like. This is a mature cheddar. If you like Velveeta style mac and cheese, kind of like an American style, you might want to get Velveeta, but yeah. So there's flour, you'll need butter, a little mustard, and that's about all you'll need. And a casserole dish. This is 9 by 13 inch casserole dish. It has my name on it, yes. To see all the proper measurements, you need to check out the description box below. I'll have all the measurements there. This video is just showing the method on how to make it. The first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to bring a large pot of water to a boil so you can cook your elbow pasta in. Always salt your pasta water. So, about to pour the pasta in, and you'll want to give it a good stir because it will stick to the bottom of your pot usually. So you always want to stir the pasta right when you pour it in. It'll take about 10 minutes to cook. So while my pasta is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start on my cheese sauce. So for the cheese sauce, you want a pan, and you want to melt your butter in a pan on medium heat. Try not to burn the butter. And you can also steam your cauliflower at this point. I just already bought the bag of chopped cauliflower and steamed it in the bag for about 3 minutes in the microwave. Okay, so now my butter's melted and it's time to add my flour. This is what you call a roux, R-O-U-X. That's the fancy French term for this, roux. It's pretty much just a thickener. It's equal parts flour and fat. So I added flour to the butter, and I'm gonna whisk it and cook it on about a medium heat. Just try not to burn it. You may want to do medium low because you don't want this roux to change to a darker color. You want it to stay light because you're making a white sauce pretty much. So just whisk it, cook it for about a minute because you do want to kind of cook the flour so it doesn't have a raw flour taste. You do want to get toast it a little bit, I guess, to get that raw flour taste out. So while this is cooking for about a minute, I'm gonna go ahead and just say that this dish is pretty versatile. You can, especially with the cheeses, you can pretty much add whatever cheeses you like Velveeta. You could even do like a spicy twist, like Monterey Jack or jalapeno cheddar. Just kind of make it however you like it. Especially, I know Americans, we love our American cheese, like Velveeta style macaroni and cheese. So if that's the kind of macaroni and cheese you prefer, I would definitely use Velveeta because this is more like a gravy style mac and cheese. I don't know if that's how you explain it, but it's more of a gourmet style. It's not that Velveeta cheesy mac and cheese that us Americans love. All right, my roux is finished cooking, and now I'm gonna add my milk. I just added the first half, and I'm gonna whisk it and mix the milk and the roux together. And then I have my stove on a medium heat. It's important to go ahead and start bringing this up to a simmer so it'll thicken. And then I'll add, after I mix that together, I'll add the rest of my milk in. And it's important to use a whisk because it does help get the lumps out. If you were using like a spoon or something, that wouldn't work too well, I don't think. The whisk is important to use. Whisk and bring it up to a simmer, and it will start thickening pretty quick. In the meantime, my elbow macaroni is done. I just drained it, and I'm gonna set it to the side. Okay, so after a couple minutes of cooking on a medium heat, it has come up to a low simmer and it has thickened. So this is pretty much a basic white sauce, roux, milk, thicken, and you can make a cheese sauce. Pretty much you just add cheese to this and it's a cheese sauce. So now we're gonna just throw everything together and put it in a casserole dish. All right, so got all my ingredients here to throw this dish together. I got my cheese, my cooked cauliflower, cooked elbow pasta, and diced ham. This sauce is still hot, and this is when I want to add the cheese. And you also add the teaspoon of mustard to this hot white sauce. And now I'm gonna add about a cup of my grated cheese. Whatever cheese you're using, add about a cup, because the rest we're gonna put on the top. So gotta get my whisk and then just whisk it in, and the cheese will melt because this white sauce is still pretty hot. So whisk it, the cheese will melt. And one thing that I forgot to add in the ingredients is salt and pepper. You're definitely going to want to salt this. Well, taste it and see if you like the saltiness of the sauce, but I had to add some salt. I didn't put pepper because I don't necessarily like black pepper in my macaroni and cheese, but you could add a little bit of white pepper. That'd be a nice touch to it. The cheese is melted, the sauce is really smooth. Now I'm ready to mix everything together. So just go ahead and dump your steamed chopped cauliflower in the sauce. And then go ahead and dump your ham or whatever meat you're adding. You could even use bacon or brisket. That'd be good with like a spicy cheese. But we're using ham. So add your ham, then you just go ahead and add your elbow macaroni, and you'll want to just start mixing it all up. And then once it's mixed together, you'll dump it in your casserole dish. I think this is a great dish to make with your kids so they can start learning how to prepare a meal, and it's a fun one to make, and it's not too difficult, especially for older kids like teenagers that can't actually cook by themselves in the kitchen. This is a great dish for them to learn to prepare by themselves and prepare for the family, so the parents don't have to cook and their kids, learning how to prepare a meal for people and themselves. Now all that's left to do is sprinkle the rest of your remaining cheese on top. Try to get it evenly over the top. And I do want to add, I had added salt to this. So before you put it in the dish, taste it and salt it to your liking. And then it'll be ready to go in the oven. And it is all finished. It was in the oven for 20 minutes. I did broil it for about a minute or so because I did want it brown on the top because I like it golden brown, but it looks delicious. I can't wait to try it. All right, guys, that's it. That is the cauliflower and ham macaroni and cheese recipe. I don't know if you stuck with me for this long. If you did and you're still watching, I really want to thank you. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this recipe. It was delicious. My husband actually came home and ate this for lunch. He really thinks this is a good recipe. I do want to add that this is out of Anabel Karmel's recipe book. It's kind of a little modified by me. I made some variations to it, I guess, but it is based upon her recipe. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Let me know what recipes you would like to see. I will try to do my best to make videos over them and listen to your guys' comments. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!